Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dinosaur Island. Let's get started. Over at the Dark Forest, we see Buck and Scarlet sleeping. Since it's already the morning, Scarlet begins to wake up. Buck is still sleeping. Like I said, he's a very clumsy T-Rex and he enjoys to sleep a lot, but that's just his scary trait. But then he begins to wake up too. And walks off for some odd reason. And then Scarlet begins to follow. On the other side of the plains, we see another predator resting as well. My crew just found out two new things about this guy. One, that he's a Giganotosaurus and that we're changing his name because the last name that we gave him was just not so cool. So his new name is Ralph. And yes, this is a Giganotosaurus. I really thought it was an Allosaurus, but who cares? And he also begins to wake up as well. He does his usual morning call and begins to walk away. Over on the other side of the plains, we see Greg, Rosie, Will, and Cyan. They seem to already be waking up and moving along somewhere, unlike the other dinosaurs. But all that matters is that they're healthy, they're well, and they're pretty big, actually. They didn't grow a whole lot from the last episode we saw. Rosie appears to be examining our camera. She seems very curious, even though she's a fully grown Brachiosaurus. By the way, the Brachiosaurus is this group is very strong, and very healthy, and that's all that matters. Also on the plains, we see newcomer. This is Leo, a fully grown bull triceratops. He's part of the larger species known as Horridus, and it's the largest of its kind. Well, in general, this version of Triceratops and Horridus is the largest. And he has a son named Jeremiah. These guys look like they just woke up as well. Jeremiah seems to be attracted to the camera as well. And off they go to wherever their destination shall be. Back at the Dark Forest, we see another main character that just appeared to be waking up. Iris. Now, for some odd reason, she's not at her nest right now, and that's like the biggest question of this episode, but it appears that she was looking for food, but she got a little too tired, so she started to rest here. I think she was fully aware that this area of the island has a whole lot of more predators than the other side, but hey, at least she survived. And now she begins to walk away to her nest. But before she can leave back to her nest, she's being stalked by two familiar faces that you should already know, Buck and Scarlet. Of course, the perfect duo for this entire show. Iris, startled, begins to run away. But for some reason, they're not chasing Iris. Either they know that she's too fast, or... I know what this is. Well, ever since the last episode, Buck and Scarlet have been mating a whole lot more. Sorry, my apologies for not getting that on camera, but yeah, indeed, they have been mating a whole lot more. And so, one day, it was so successful that they finally had a nest and eggs. And so, I guess Iris was just too close to their nest, and they had to spook her off. Once again, the camera's not picking this up, but yeah, Buck is checking on his nest right now. Jesus. I guess these eggs are a little too small for this camera to pick up, but eventually we'll be able to pick up the eggs eventually. Meanwhile, back at the plains with Jeremiah and Leo, they appear to be feeding on some plants. Well, Jeremiah is anyway. Leo doesn't seem super duper hungry, so he just begins to walk away and maybe just lay down for a minute. But what Jeremiah and Leo don't know is that they're being stalked by Ralph, the fully grown Giganotosaurus, which I still am very surprised that I got this species wrong. Like, already in the season, I got 2 species wrong, and his name was just no. But anyway, they're being stalked by Ralph. Now, Ralph would stalk them a whole lot longer, but he's very hungry, and so he begins to strike right now. Then another predator strikes as well. The mystery predator was Scar. He was trying to get a kill too because he was hungry as well. But it failed because of, well, Ralph. And now both of them not getting a meal. They God dang it, I can't speak. They both look at each other and furious with, well, neither one of them getting a kill. And they both prepare to fight. Ralph, not caring what he's about to get himself into, strikes first. Ralph, knowing that he doesn't stand, well, not Ralph, but Scar, knowing that he doesn't stand a chance against a larger and more powerful Giganotosaurus, backs off. Ralph, winning the fight, roars and victorious, roars in victory. But still he is down, for he did not get a kill today, and still is starving, and goes to look for another kill. Over by the other side of the dark forest, we see another prehistoric creature. Not necessarily a dinosaur, but I guess it still counts. A Dimetrodon. This is not necessarily an advantage or a disadvantage. It's kind of in the, between both. Because, for one, he can use this to attract mates. And this is also kind of a disadvantage because on this island, the brighter the dinosaurs, the more predators are going to stalk it and see it. So, this guy really has to be careful around other dinosaurs and creatures and predators that might kill it and eat it. But that's all about to change today, because this guy is in the wrong territory. For this is Buck and Scarlet's territory. And right now, they notice him, and he's being stalked. So this guy's probably not going to live a whole lot longer on this island if he can escape in time. But, hey, let's find out. Buck makes the first move. They finally catch a meal for the day. But then suddenly, Scar snatches the meal from them. Even though these two didn't get a successful breakfast, actually, they're not all that hungry, so they'll be fine. But nonetheless, they're gonna be on the lookout for any other creature wandering by that's not, well, already eaten or taken. And so they begin to wander off to look for some more food. A few moments later, they finally come across a very, very good prey item to fill their belly. Jeremiah and Leo. As if these guys can get a break. These guys are not fully aware of the predators that's stalking them right now. And then suddenly... Find out if they survive in the next episode of Dinosaur Island.